Hey guys, Pyker here, and welcome back to another episode of Kerbal Reach. We are on episode 31. Holy crap, we're already at 31 episodes. That's ridiculous. Anyways, we are going to start on our space station. Also, you may have noticed, or well, you probably haven't, because there's nothing really to give away that there is to notice. But I did upgrade. I am now running 0.25 Kerbal Space Program, and I updated all my mods, and I installed two new mods. I think. Let me look. I think two new mods, maybe just one. I have a list, and I'm trying to find ones that stand out. Looks like just one for right now. It looks like I installed one new mod, and that new mod is Infernal Robotics. I figured I'd probably end up needing to use it whenever we start building space or bases on planets. We're gonna need finagling of things to be able to move things around and connect them and whatnot. So I installed Infernal Robotics, and it's been a mod that I wanted to install recently, but I just didn't get around to it until I could upgrade all my mods. So I am all updated. Everything is copacetic. I think the only mod that I am running right now that is not has not been updated for 0.25 is the docking port alignment mod, but it is compatible with 0.25, so there's no need for it to be updated. So, that's the only mod I think I found that was not able to run with 0.25. So if you're running any of the mods that I have listed down in the description, they are all updated and are ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and launch our command or a colony control center for our OKS space station, and we're going to probably set it up whatever height we get to with these SRBs. So we're going to go ahead and launch and go. By the way, these SRBs, the thrust limiter is down to 20%. It is running at 20% right now, and these things are still extremely badass. I love these SRBs. They're amazing. You just got to adjust the thrust limiter, and you can launch anything and into orbit pretty much with just these SRBs. So while we're building this space station, I'm going to kind of do like a little bit of a tutorial. I'm not going to really call this a tutorial, but it's if you guys need or have any idea or any questions, well, I guess not questions, but like hopefully this series these next couple episodes will be a little bit more information heavy for you with the OKS mod. I did write down some notes from what I've found so far about the OKS mod, but well, we're gonna learn together, and hopefully this will be a little bit informative for you guys. All right, so we should be getting to the point where we should be able to almost go horizontal here without doing a cartwheel. And I'll go over the colony control center whenever we get up there. I think I'm gonna set these at 200,000 meters, well, 200 kilometers above the surface. It pretty much just depends. I think 200 kilometers is pretty good. If not, I'll do 150. But I'm like in between 150 and 200. Like that's where I generally want it to go. Probably gonna be 200 because these SRBs are gonna get us up to about 200 kilometers. Oh, there's actually overshooting us. Oh, well, we got 215. We'll adjust that later, but I think we'll probably put it at 200 just to have it there. Okay, so now let's get rid of these SRBs. Let's fire our main engine and get rid of these fairings. You guys can see the colony control center. Got 4 solar panels on her. Let's turn the lights on too. Alright, so we got our RCS tanks, we've got 4 big solar panels, we got a bunch of batteries, RCS ports, or RCS thrusters rather, 3 docking ports off of this one, and a big and a command pod at the top, just so we can have a nice area to look at, or look out from this. I haven't really decided on exactly how I want to set this thing up, like in space. I don't know if I like want it to be one big line, or like a couple different directions, or like a big H, or actually make it kind of look like the actual space station. But yeah, so we have it set up so we can pretty much do whatever the hell we want. And we're going to get this thing into orbit, and then we're going to go back into the VAB and design our next part, which will be the aeroponics module. And then the aeroponics module, the Kerbitat module, and then we got to add a habitation ring and an agricultural module, which is a big inflatable thing for plants. So that's what we're going to do as soon as I get this thing into orbit. And we're just going to kind of wait until we get to this point here, up here, and we'll just start burning now. And get ourselves into a nice circular orbit. I want to probably set it at 200, even though all of our satellites are at 200. Also, I went back through all of our satellites and labeled all of them. So we have transfer windows coming up for Moho, Jewel, and Duna. And they're all in order. So Moho is our first. It's in about a month. Jewel's in about 2.5 months, and Duna is about 4 months. So we've got some time before we actually have to get ready for some transfers to other planets. So we'll probably end up doing more Minmus stuff. Bring this down a little bit. So overshot it a little bit. That's okay. Let's actually just adjust that really quickly. Just use our RCS to do it, so we don't have to flip the whole damn space shuttle around again. This is probably burning a lot of our RCS fuel. It is... No, actually it's not. Okay. 200 kilometers, roughly on the nose. Okay, so let's go... We'll go around to our periaps and bring our apoaps down to 200 kilometers as well. So we get it all nice and uniform. Right there. We'll just lightly burn our engines here. Oh, I probably overkilled it. Not that much. Just increase that a little bit. Bring that back up to 200. Come on. There we go. There we go. Okay. And yeah, that's suitable. Okay. Now we are going to fast forward because I hate doing this stuff at night. There we go. Okay, so as you guys can see, there's a little weird spot right here. It's because I don't have any of the big, what's the word I'm looking for? Big remote guidance units. So I had to use one of the little ones, and I had to like input it in between somehow. So that's what I did. So we're gonna actually just disconnect from that right now and let this guy be in orbit. We're gonna switch back over to this guy because I did put a remote guidance unit on it for a reason. We're gonna flip it around retrograde, and we're gonna take this puppy back to the surface because I don't want to leave any more debris up here than I already have. Let's launch this guy. It looks so pretty. Okay. Now we're just gonna kind of rapidly burn because I don't give a shit. This thing could crash into the ocean at Mach 8, and it wouldn't really bother me. We've got a lot of fuel left in it, but meh. All the more fun. I want to check out the new reentry effects and the new explosion effects, and see exactly what those look like. Because this is like the first time I've actually played, like really played on this so far with 0.25. I know there's not a huge amount of changes, other than, you know, like optimizations and, you know, different graphics and the fact that you can blow up the VAB and stuff. We're just going to put this puppy straight down. See what happens. I'm actually excited. See how quickly this thing burns up. And if it doesn't burn up, I'll be severely impressed. Oh, no, there it goes. Woo! That was purty. That was neat. I like that. Okay, so let's go back to the Space Center. I wasn't expecting like the entire thing to go. That was actually kind of cool. We're going to go into the research facility really quick and see if we can unlock those remote guidance units for the reasonable sized remote guidance units. And yes, we can for 550 science, but not really like we're going to spend anything else on it. Okay, so now we've got remote guidance units that are actually the right size. Okay, so we need to... This is a good design right here. Just take this off. Save it as a sub-assembly. Any launch. That's what we're just going to call it, because they can pretty much launch anything. So, okay, let's get rid of this. And let's open this guy back up. And I don't think we need this entire assembly at all. I don't think we need to. I think we just get rid of the whole thing, rebuild it. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get rid of this whole thing and just rebuild it. Oh, okay. Let's figure out what the hell we need next. We need a aeroponics module. We could find one. There it is. Okay, so we need this guy. We need... What is this? Oh, it's a habitation ring. Okay. We need this guy, and we need another one on the bottom. And we need docking ports. Docking ports. Docking ports. There we go. One there. One there. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Then put two on the side. Just so we can dock. I'm basically designing it like this so we can just put them together however the hell we want, without having to worry about it. I'm actually going to probably put some extra batteries on this thing. We don't really need to, but I kind of like having the extra battery charge. It makes me feel safer, I guess, if you want to go about it that way. And that's pretty much all we need for this thing. We need RCS just so we can dock it with stuff, but not even really. Realistically, we don't even need that. We can just build a docking section, which I think we're going to do with this guy. We'll just build a docking section, 0.25, expanded fairing base. Okay, there's that. This should be able to cover the whole thing, like so. Actually, I want to put some lights on this thing. Now that I think about it, I like lights. Put those around there. We'll put someone next to the ladders as well. That should work. Maybe do some on the tops and bottom. Never a bad idea, so we can see what the hell we're doing when we dock them together. Put these on the bottom as well. That works for me. Get this guy back on there. We can cover this up now. I don't think we need to do anything else with it. And we need to build a docker, I guess, if you want to call it that. Put an SAS unit on that, and then we'll do a little poodle engine, or we could even do low profile engine. What's the poodle engine's thrust? 220. What's the flats? 120. Yeah, let's put this on instead. We don't need a big engine for that. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea now that I think about it to put RCS ports on this guy. So we're gonna do that really quickly. Put some there and put some there. Damn it! Why is it? It's like changing from doing 4 to 2 for some reason. Okay. So whenever we have RCS fuel on here, it won't. We can actually like use it. We need RCS tanks. We'll just put like a bunch of these on. Damn it. There we go. Put like a bunch of these guys on. How much do these hold? 40, and there's what, 1, 3, 4, 8 of them. That's enough. I'm just gonna say that that's enough. Not really too worried about it. All right, let's put 4 of these guys on there. We also need a remote guidance unit, which is why we unlocked that one. Wrong size. There's the size I'm looking for. We'll put some batteries on here as well. I know this is probably not the most interesting thing to watch, guys, but I remember hearing a lot of requests of people wanting to actually see my builds, so this is one of them, and this is pretty much going to be the same story for all the modules that we bring up there. As long as we have enough thrust to get us into orbit, which we should have plenty. Let's save that. And what am I looking for? What am I looking for? Docking or decoupler. That's what I was looking for. That doesn't look right. There we go. Okay. And we'll put this guy on here with the big ol' engine. Actually, you know what? I don't even need to do any of that because we have the sub-assembly. That was the whole point of putting the sub-assembly together. Is that right? Looks right to me. Okay. What's this? Where's this to? We need to make a separate one for that. What engine is this? Do that. This guy. These two can go down here as well. And we'll just create another one for this engine. Save it. Check the crew. We need to put non-stupid Kerbals in there. I mean, I guess that's suitable. We have enough room for 5, and we already have 4. So you know what we'll do is we'll just kind of we'll put 1 Kerbal in there, and we'll launch it like that. All right, hopefully we can get up to, oh, my game just crashed. God damn it. All right. This is why I always save my spacecraft. All right, well, since the game crashed, I'm going to go ahead and call this episode here, and we'll pick this up next episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this episode, be sure to drop a like at the bottom of the video. It does help me out greatly. And the updated mods list will be down in the description. So if you're wondering about that whole situation, it'll be down there. Yeah, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss an episode of Kerbal Reach. And thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. And I will see all of you next time.